Hi YouTube, this is another Herotaku review, and today I'm bringing you day 4 of Transformers Beast Wars, Beast Machines, and Robots in the Skies week. For this review, I decided to choose Savage Noble. Now, Savage Noble is one of the most bizarrest figures we had in a long time, both Transformer and just a character in the show as well, since this character doesn't transform into a robot like some of the other Beast Wars toys did in the later half of the line, the Mutant line. Instead, it turns from beast to beast. Now, Savage Noble is a bit on the obscure side, since he was only featured in no more than like 8 to 10 episodes max. I know I might be stretching it just a bit, but he was kind of important in Beast Machines, but at the same time, not so much. I don't remember too much about it, except for the times when he turned into his Savage mode, and I had a hard time with the Maximals trying to fight him back and everything. And if I remember correctly, he actually sacrificed himself to fight against the Viacons and so on in the later half of the series, but I don't remember too much about that. In this mode, technically to make it more accurate, you actually need to remove the wings, which is kind of annoying that, in a sense, it becomes more of a parts former if you want to make it show accurate, as much as you can, since Beast Machines figures aren't too overall accurate. Now, putting back the wings, since I won't be needing them to transform into him into Savage mode in a minute, we'll just quickly go over to articulation points first. So let's attach this wing back first. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky due to the way that the wings are like. So anyways, for articulation in this mode, as you can see, I'm having a hard time keeping him standing thanks to these very skinny, small, thin legs. So I was having a hard time standing in a position. He kind of slouches to get him in a standing position, and he is a little heavy due to the wings and other things. Articulation wise, what you can do is his arms are on ball joints, so it allows full movement all around. His arms can swivel. It's got a single joint in the elbow here, and technically another joint here in the wrist. Then his claws are slightly articulated as well. He has waist articulation, which allows full movement in 360 degrees due to transformation. Head can kind of do this weird bobbing up and down thing due to transformation. His ears are slightly articulated for that same reason. His mouth can open as well, which is cool. His legs are on ball joints, so allows full movement. It's got a single joint in the knee, and it's really tight on mine, and another joint down here. His feet can pivot slightly as well. Technically, he does have a gimmick here, but I don't remember too much how to activate it, so I'm not going to be showing that particular gimmick off. But I will be going now to the transformation. To transform him, what you're going to do is push up the mutant head, so now it looks like it has 2 heads. Turn this entire piece around. So yeah, turn this entire piece around, and I'll get that, reattach it quickly. Now, what you can do is actually first you're going to pull on the ear so that you can close it down, and then you're going to collapse this so now his face is covered up. Now what you're going to do next is turn these around so that they face forward. Then you're going to open up the claw piece here and lay it flat on both sides. So now you got the front of Savage. Turn this on all the way. And then what you're going to do next is open up these leg panels. You're going to collapse the feet into the little flaps there and close it. So now you got the back, like, tail piece of Savage. And then to finish out transformation, all you need to do is close these down. And there you have Savage Noble in Savage mode. Now in this mode, he became this weird, I don't know what you call this mode. It's like some weird monster like dragon beast mode. I don't know what this really is. And I think many people knew what it was. In this mode, his mouth can open and close. Try to get into there. gets a little hard to get in there. Okay, so now it can open and close, and it does chomp down. His arms, obviously articulated as if it was in noble mode, but there isn't much extra there. And his legs, well, since most of it's kind of transformed out, you kind of just move around like that if you wished, but it's not really anything there. So, yeah, as I mentioned before, this is definitely one of the most weirdest Transformers, especially in the show, since the other Beast-to-Beast were never actually shown on the show. So, it's a very bizarre kind of character, and very bizarre kind of design, overall. There is a flap here, but not sure what that does, since it's been a long time since I fiddled with this toy. But, anyways, so that's pretty much it for Savage Mode. Obviously, in the show, it was just a tad bit bigger. I don't remember too well how big he was compared to the other Maximals, but it's definitely not this small. It's got a very interesting design overall. And I like the fact that due to the way it's transformed, a lot of the colors were hidden. A lot of the colors were hidden in this mode, unlike, what's it called? Like, mostly it's red now, since most of the blue is either in the underneath sides and other things. So it's cool what Hasbro did to design them, since Takara, I don't remember Takara ever brought this over, since they didn't release many of the Beast Machines toys over in Japan. Now, to transform him back, what you're going to do is open up this piece here, turn it around, so now you got turn this around, so now you got Noble's head exposed again. Close this panel here. Push up his Beast Mode head there. Pull out the ears. Turn these around so that these face forward. Then close up the claws, so now you got it back in his arms. Open up the little leg panels there, so you can now pull these down and expose the feet once more. Both sides. And to finish on transformation, just close up the panels and turn this around. So now you've got Savage Noble back in Noble mode. Now in the show, he would go back to each form, unable to control his transformations. And every time he was in Savage mode, which you probably could expect by the name, he would be a Savage Beast so that he would attack anyone who was near him, no matter if it was Maximal or Viacon or Predacon. So it was an interesting concept, and I kind of liked the character in the show. The one in the show looked a little better than this, since this isn't quite too accurate, as I mentioned earlier. But it's still a pretty decent representation of the character, and I doubt Hasbro will be ever releasing a new Generations or anything version of this guy. So this is pretty much, I guess, the best you can get for the character if you like them. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent figure. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, check out Toko Nudes, Herotaku, Raj and Neon in the channels down below, and I'll see you YouTube. Bye.